So Nikola is now under SEC investigation. Everyone on YouTube is already hating on them, so I thought it'd be interesting to look at the bull's case for Nikola. And when I am feeling down about a stock and I want some support, I always go to StockTwits. StockTwits is a site where people go and chat about a stock. It's kind of like a Twitter or Facebook, but just for stocks. I don't want to go there just to laugh at people. Okay, I'm going there to laugh at some people, but there are people that are genuinely still supporters of it, and it's good to see what they're thinking. And let's go through some tweets. SEC investigation is actually good. CEO wanted this, so that truth is out. I don't know if they actually wanted it. Trevor Milton, the CEO, did kind of preemptively say that they're working with the SEC, but to me it feels like they're just covering their ass, but we'll see. Can we just stop talking about the Nikola 1? The videos for the Nikola 2 driving are all over YouTube. Trevor even comments how many of their competitors are trying to steal their tech. Yeah, I mean, it works. Do we know what's powering it? No. Is it doing anything amazing? Not really. It's also very loud, but I'll give this commenter that. It definitely seems to work, but I can't really trust anything that Trevor says. He just lies all the time. I don't even know if that's true. If competitors are trying to steal their tech, why in the GM partnership? GM is not using any of Nikola's tech. Essentially, Nikola is buying GM cars and then branding it as their own and helping them sell it. So Nikola is basically a customer of GM. So I don't know what technology that people are trying to steal because they haven't really produced any, or at least all of the things that they want to produce are still in progress and don't exist yet. Nikola bears are like a guy working 10 hours with a string and a piece of gum to get a quarter out of the sewer grates. That's a strange image. I don't think we're working that hard to get the gum out of the sewer grates. I feel like the used chewing gum has been thrown at our faces. Bears at 10 a.m. this morning. True, this is very accurate. I was so baffled, I basically felt nauseous because I felt like I was high. I didn't really understand what was going on, but this is why I'm on StockTwits now, to get a feel for it. Very accurate. Hindenburg pulled the same crap on SRNE. It's all a manipulative game, just like Citron plays. Buy the fear they create. Hindenburg will cover their short if they haven't already, and retail shorts will get crushed. What are they talking about? So SRNE seems to be a therapeutic stock, and they are accusing Hindenburg of fraudulent attempts at manipulating their stock. It's good to know that Hindenburg has made a lot of other so-called hit pieces on other companies, and they don't always get it right. That's good to know. Hindenburg is just another company, and I think the biggest case against Hindenburg that will definitely be used against them is that they do have a short position on Nikola, so they can always use that as a defense of saying, clearly they're going to say we suck and they're going to say all these negative things about us because they're in it to make money. And that's true. That's a good point. The Bulls are back like we never left. I'm all in. Good luck. Bears will not be happy tomorrow. We'll see. Just got in this shit show after hours. You, haha, love it. I'm willing to bet GM did better investigation into Nikola than Hindenburg. Looking to a short seller for accurate news about a stock is like listening to CNN about politics. Okay, that's a fair burn. I think GM looked at what Nikola was offering and realized that this was a really no-lose situation for them. GM really is putting very, very little on the line. They are just betting that Nikola someday might have something to offer, whether that's their hydrogen technology or just their brand name. GM is literally selling trucks to Nikola and Nikola is selling them. Nikola also gave them money, and GM got a large stake in the Nikola company. I don't really see what GM lost in this deal, if anything. They don't really have anything on the line. The CEO of GM said they did their due diligence, but why would they say anything else? They definitely want to support Nikola, at least from the sidelines, in the off chance that Nikola does have something valuable to offer and then they can capitalize on it. The one thing that they could lose though is their reputation, so that is something they need to be careful about. Live footage of Milton responding to the allegations. I don't think this guy's actually bullish, but that's funny. If your ass was on fire and you had millions, would you come up with a plan by tomorrow? Bears. No, I will take a jail time. Not exactly sure what this means. Gaining so much attention, 50 by Friday, buying 20k tomorrow, and 5k calls at $44 for Friday. Yeah. Why? I don't get it. I agree with that. If you're gonna make something this risky, just give to charity instead. Trevor bought some, not much, but maybe a move to strengthen investor confidence. Trevor, the CEO, bought roughly $1 million in shares, so that is a slight vote in confidence. I'll give him that. But he's worth a lot more than that. So at $30 at such a discount, Maybe he could have bought more for more confidence. Imagine being a human being that intentionally roots for businesses to fail and others to lose money. What a effed up, evil person you bears are, especially with a company whose goal is zero emissions to better our planet. Go to hell, bears. I don't really take joy in rooting for businesses to fail or for people to lose money. I do think it's important to call businesses out when they aren't being honest, when they aren't offering what they say they offer, because ultimately that hurts everybody. The second part of this, just because a company has good intentions, that doesn't translate to action. Action is totally separate from your intentions. You could intend to put out the fire, but accidentally grab the gasoline instead of the water. Sure, your intentions are good, but you burn the whole place down, so you would still have to pay for that. It doesn't matter if it's an accident or not, and in this case, it's not even an accident. There seems to be willful deception, so I don't even think it's fair to say that this is their company's intention. It feels like the company's intention was to make a lot of money at any cost and boost up their reputation, and hopefully nobody notices. It's sad that Nikola has had to defend and prove skeptics so many times. They have billions in pre-orders, partnerships with the biggest companies in the world, and have demonstrated the semis multiple times, and the skeptics still try to take it down. They are changing the world for the better. Yes, sounds sappy, but I do feel good investing in something that will give my kids cleaner air to breathe in the future. Just look at the record fires year after year. Nikola will have a major impact to curb this major impact. Again, good intentions does not translate to results. I don't know if they have demonstrated things time and time again. They've definitely demonstrated that they lie time and time again. And linking this to the fires that are occurring this year, that's kind of a stretch. I don't know if those two are really related, but I'm hearing that people think Nikola is doing good, so maybe we should cut them some slack. Nikola order was for 2,500 trucks with an option to purchase another 5,000 units, holy grail. I'm loading another 20k tomorrow, I don't give a damn. Lol, already have 20k shares under 33 re-entry. I sold 20k of my 27 re-entry at 36. Yeah, I want to see some receipts too. CEO bought 41,000 shares today. Watch out tomorrow for big news. 41,000 shares at its current price of about $33 translates to a little over $1 million. Again, that is a good sign, but he could have made a bigger sign. Sold Nikola too early, will hold SHLL long. Sold SHLL too early, will hold DPHC long. Sold DPHC too early, will hold SPAQ long. Do they ever learn? Okay, just because you have a pattern of selling too early, and in those examples, that wasn't the most optimal choice, that actually has nothing to do with this specific situation. You have to take each individual stock and its position on its own. You can't just keep comparing it to another company. The reality is Nikola has a lot of issues that SHLL, DPHC do not have. This one's cool because at least there's some technical analysis. My own opinion, look like bear trend is dry. I think bull trend started from today. Situation is clear. This buy at 30, 31, 32, 33 and up. Buyer more than seller. High volume. Share quantities on hand. $50 really close, like 1 to 2 weeks. That's where I kind of lost them. But sure, if you look at this graph, it was about 54 minutes ago. If you draw these resistance and support curves just by technical analysis, I could see that. Yeah, it could be a bull trend. But if you know the catalyst of all this information coming out, this isn't going to really matter. The actual damning info coming out, that should matter more. Anyone ever imagine that Trevor has been holding a full deck of cards on this partnership? Who knows what kind of updates and PR they have locked and loaded on deck. The Badger is 3 months away from being revealed. If I was a bull, this would be a cool thing to believe, but I don't know if I would trust the man in black from Westworld. And I don't know where they get this information. Nikola has promised time and time again of releasing products or cars or trucks, and everything has just been delayed again and again. So even if they said it's 3 months away from being revealed, history shows that this probably is not the case. This is the last one I'm going to do. I'm starting to see repeat themes. You know what really gets me is that bears will cost themselves money in the long run shorting and short selling Nikola because of a name or a CEO. Have any of these fools really looked into Nikola? Name, it's pretty important. CEO is super important, so I don't agree. Man, I don't care what a company is called. It could be called Peanut Butter and the Falcon. I'm only interested in future potential. What does it bring to the table? thinking Tesla was right calling hydrogen fuel cells. Oh, my hard to redact and go to that now. No matter how, that's why you should never say never, and definitely don't burn any bridges. You may need them one day. Also, Tesla is not the only BEV shop in town. Y'all better get used to competition because it isn't going anywhere but up, holding long and strong. Long live Nikola Corporation. Actually, you know what? I take that back. The name does matter a lot. The fact that he chose this name meant that he specifically wanted to get linked to Tesla. I don't know how you could think otherwise. Had he chose any other name, I would believe more that he was really trying to build something legitimate for himself. And to me, it seems like he wasn't confident that he could actually create something that stood on its own. So by choosing this name, at least he could ride the Tesla hype, having it almost an inverse relationship with Tesla. As Tesla goes up, this goes down. As this goes up, Tesla goes down. They're tied together because of the name. And that's it for today. I hope that was fun. For every 3 or 4 comments that felt like they were trolling or being unreasonable, there's definitely some comments that are making me think. There is some valid reasoning on the other side, but for me and my interpretation of the events, it's pretty overwhelming that this is not a ship you want to be on right now. Their response to one of the biggest allegations of them faking a working truck was them admitting that yes, they indeed rolled a truck down a hill, but that they never said that it was running. They just said that it was in motion. So it's our fault for assuming that when we see a car move in a car commercial that it can run on its own. That's our fault. That's like showing an ad for a TV and titling it TV turning on for the first time with this new technology. And then once we go ask the manufacturer if we can see a TV turning on, they're like, oh no. We didn't say that it would turn on so you could see images. We meant like sexually turned on. So that's on you for misunderstanding us. That's literally how I feel they're talking to us, as if we are stupid and this is all our faults. That's not to say that hydrogen-based energy doesn't have a future or that Nikola is dead. It's just that with its current management and the information that has been released regarding all of the deception, this is not the team I trust to take us into a hydrogen-based future. That's all I got. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more updates. If you want to learn about options trading, this is the channel where Squires become knights. Thanks again and stay tuned.
Tell me everything, tell me everything, tell me everything. When I be